everybody, it is nostalgia time once again, and we have 6 more HP and compact models of software to take a look at. This episode, we have the HP ProBook 5320, the HP TC 1100, the HP ZD 8000, the compact Presario SR 1410NX, the HP Pavilion ZE 5430, and the HP EliteBook 8560. And just like before, most of these come with software discs. And apparently I have the wrong version of CDs for this machine. Let me see if I can grab the correct one. Meanwhile, the ZD 8000 actually appears to be a... Oh, I didn't set this one right. There, restart. Alright, now it should work. I have a much better version of Disk 1 for that machine, so we'll get that ready as the other ones are set up. So we'll set this one aside for now. And of course we have the quick restore, and we will restore the factory image. So let's hope this works. And this looks to be a Russian copy of Windows 7. It looks like that's our only option. But if I know my way around Windows 7, I should know how this works. So let's go ahead and start XP here. So F8 to agree and format the partition. And I'll just choose English on this one and install. And there's the other one. Custom install, because this is a blank hard drive. And there's another one right there. There we go. So, accept the terms and conditions, format the drive, and that should be almost all of them. This looks to be RTM with no service packs. Alright, all of them except for that compact are restoring, and as soon as I get that proper CD for the compact on the system, we will proceed with that. But until then, let's let all these restore. Alright, one of them is done, and that's the ZD8000. I'll move this over because it's gonna adjust the resolution. Uh, yeah, I'll just resize the windows so it can fit everything on the screen. There enough. Alright, so this guy is done, and I did get the SR1410 to start, finally. You can start seeing some of the tablet PC stuff coming up already. And I'm getting the third disc inserted now. And the interesting part about this is that on the 1410 there was a red compact startup logo. There was a red compact boot animation with the bars, and this was when they were bought out by HP. So we're seeing the HP graphical interface. And even though that disc 1 was completely different, all the other discs that I had already acquired actually work. So that's impressive. And of course, like before, this is just a standard retail copy of XP. The one that you find when you pick it up at the store. And now you can see the tablet PC keyboard type as I type in all the characters. And now we'll click finish. And now I'm going to insert the software CD. And I believe, like we saw with the other ones, this process won't be automatic. It'll be in separate phases. So nothing exciting to see with tablet PC, of course. Now let's open up Explorer, but I wonder if the Windows key E shortcut command works in XP. So it does work, okay. Alright, so we'll open up the... I guess this must be an installer package. So let's just go to the Explorer, and we'll open this folder here. So here's all the stuff we have. We have a 4-in-1. I wonder what this is. This is for the PCI Ultra Multimedia Controller. I see one of the Windows 7s are done. And it's this one. But I guess we can't tell what edition it is, as my keyboard layout is in Russian. But I'll try to see if I remember what I'm doing. It's going to try to say that the computer name is not the same as the username. Or it is the same, rather. I'll just leave the time as it is. And we have this. I think this must be the setup program for the... It's the Texas Instruments card bus software. And I see this XP setup is also done. This is for the audio driver. And of course we know what this branded is. This is to apply the HP branding. And it will automatically apply once we run the setup. And yep, we can see the branding already took effect. So now that this copy of Windows 7 Professional is installed, now I'm going to go ahead and insert the software disk on here so we can look at all of its components. And this guy is ready for disk 5. I believe this isn't a driver disk. I believe this is more of a... I believe it's more of drivers rather than a CD. It has a setup wizard. Let's see if it runs. Yep. Executes, of course. And in the meantime, we'll go ahead and set up the TC1100 software. Just into that. And finish. And now I'll swap out the disk with the software CD. That's the OS. Now the software and drivers. And then we have this for Bluetooth. Let's see what this one is. Wonder what this is for. Tablet PC button driver. So there were some buttons, some exclusive like control buttons, but this is a virtual machine, so it won't work. And I believe the software CD on here will be extremely similar. So we're gonna only install the software. So I believe it'll scan, or is this the only option we have? Yeah, I can't tell if it was Russian or English. I think one of those buttons meant install. And this is for chipset, so it looks like this is mainly for drivers. We have a CPQ set. I wonder what that's about. But in the meantime, I'll go ahead and swap this out with disk 4, which I believe is the next disk in the list, in the set. We'll see if that's right. And this sends us back to the previous screen. I can't tell what that warning says. So I'll need to pull up the translate tool so I can see what it reads. No, translate. Before continuing, select the software you want to install. And then there's an install and a cancel button. It says take everything, but there's nothing to install. And we have featured, which has nothing. So I believe there's a folder somewhere on here that contains everything. So this is open or explore. And we have a shortcut in here. And this, I believe, is what contains all of the stuff. So this contains everything that's on the disk that program does not recognize. So just like before, we can look through here. So let's see what this one is. It's an internet setup wizard. And then diags, which I believe is diagnostics. And let's see what's on here. So Alcor SC, and this is the Alcor Micro Smart Card Driver. This is the app installer. And let's see what happens if we run this. No, it's an icon. And this, I believe, is the executable that we were on earlier. But we'll see if that's right if we run it directly. And on here, looks to be about the same. But let's start at the bottom. We have Zenio Reader. And this one is ready for disk 6, I can see. So I'll go ahead and clear and put in disk 6, it says. Yes, disk 6. It's already installed. Yes, it is. And I see the application crashed. So that probably indicates that it does not work. Yeah, my main system's already being put under heavy load with all of this stuff running at once. The install shield has successfully installed it? No, because we got that error. I wonder if it'll detect the software now. Let's see what would happen. Let's see what happens now. Does it recognize everything? Nope, not even being ran from the directory. It doesn't recognize it. Okay, that's unique. Alright, next thing is DQM. Let's see what this one is. This is an online crash analysis marker file generator. So it looks like the purpose of this thing is to generate crash files, and I mean, I don't even know why that's necessary because Windows XP automatically sends crash files over to Microsoft each time the system crashes. Well, each time either the system crashes or a program crashes or doesn't respond. So now to put in the fifth and final disk. And then this recovery should be complete. And this, I believe, is Power DVD. This is WinDVD version 4. And let's keep looking. This is a driver for the ArcSoft Webcam Sharing Manager. This is the ATI graphics card. This is a network. That's a network card. This is to update the BIOS. These are Bluetooth drivers. This is a camera driver. This is a light-on camera driver, I can tell. And we'll go ahead and accept all these agreements and everything like that. And now the setup proceeds. And then this is an installer for Flash, even though Windows 7 already comes with one by default. This is an accelerometer, it looks like. So, when DVD is installed, I'm sure it's been more than 18 minutes. Anyway, back over to the TC1100. That's a wireless card. This is a Wacom pen driver. This is for the video. And this tour is actually to install a tour video. This installs a tour video file onto the system. But yeah, this is HP 3D Drive Guard, which of course stops the hard drive in the event of any sort of movement. Now that's actually unique, the kind of approach HP was doing, because I heard Lenovo did the exact same thing with their ThinkPad. Was it Lenovo or was it IBM? But whatever. Well, both manufacturers actually did something similar here. And this looks like a demo video. Okay, that does nothing. What about this one? This launches Plan Plus for Windows XP. So let's install it. Now that was a tour video for Plan Plus. So we'll take a look at that. This is a Sun Java disk. Wait a second, am I using the correct driver? I must be using the wrong disk. I must be using the wrong disk. Well, we've already taken a look at... Yeah, we've already taken a look up to here, so... Let's try to install it again. And we'll continue, and this time do the right disk. HP tool. This installs, I believe, HP diagnostic tools. Let's go back to my computer. And now open up the correct disk. There we go, much more than before. So here we go. So for the ZD8000, let me get this right. Or is it ZE8000, but I had it wrong when I was setting it up. But yeah, that's correct. Oh. So this is Adobe Reader 6. Sure, we'll go ahead and install all features of this program. And it looks like the Restore Plus is done. And of course the 3D drive guard does not work. This one looks to be a driver. Yeah, it looks like this is a wireless driver. So let's see, day SDR. Then we have audio and branded drivers. So let's install the proper branding, if the branding hasn't already applied. Or is the branding just going to remain the same? It probably will. And this default. And then this HP day thing looks to be additional, I guess, patches. So, yep, that won't work. And this is ready for the 7th. Maybe the 7th and final disk. Or on this version, there might be more. But we'll see what comes out of it. Because I think from what I saw, there were like 10 disks. So maybe I'll have to go back and grab all 10. Alright, let me just go ahead and hit exit on that. This is Service Pack 1 of .NET Framework. That's a language pack. This is to install WinDVD 4, I believe. No, it looks like this actually installs an older version. iTunes. Here's the US version. So this actually installs iTunes onto the device. And here's the first of the HP Quick Restores that actually made it all the way through to the end. But let's see if that's the case. And of course, accept both end-user license agreements. Computer name. Image enhancements. Looks like, which for some reason deletes all the icons. Desktop. And this is an OS enhancement set. Now we're gonna skip. There's the registration card. Who will use this machine? Of course I will. Although we won't be using it for long though. Click finish. And now let's see if there's a software installer that runs after this. And I'm pretty sure that's going to be the case with many HP computers at the time. Next is the HP Help and Support tool, which puts that shortcut on the Start menu. Yep, it is asking for disk 8. So I'm going to pretty much need to grab the remaining disks. And it looks like we've run into some problems already. That's not good. That is not good at all. Anyway, this tool is now installed. We'll look at it in a bit. But I want to see what the error is, and we'll see if it even boots. And HSC, I believe, is that. And I can tell by the boot screen that that is RTM. This is the help and support tool from earlier. And yeah, driver not less or equal. So that's not going to work, sadly. And the ProBook is finally almost done. I wonder what this one is. I don't. This is the Texas Instruments thing. This is for the modem, and the rest of them look to be for drivers. This one, what does this one install? Looks like it installs a printer. But I guess we'll find out. Mobile printing for notebooks. I probably won't even proceed, but we'll just see what ends up happening now. Anyway, let's continue looking. So it looks like, what's this preload for? I'll let this keep trying boot, and if it continues to fail, then yeah, I'm gonna let that continue to boot, and if it continues to fail, then we'll just shut it off. The Client Automation Agent Preload Wizard. I'll give that some time. I believe this installs the mobile printing components. That's for the network card. This is, it looks like this is QuickTime. Yeah, that's not going to work, unfortunately. Yeah, as much as I would love to have it working, sadly, that's not going to happen. Yeah, sadly, that is not going to happen. Alright, but let's finish looking at all the stuff on each of these. This one looks to be a driver of some kind. This looks like the setup wizard for Performance Advisor. This looks like setup for a media. So it looks like this installs a Media Center Edition update, which this is not Media Center. This is Tablet PC, and this looks like a thing that installs XP Media Center. But I see we have HP Total Care, which is the Help and Support Center page. And then we have a Media Center icon on the desktop with no icon and no link. Power Assistant, I'm guessing, is what this is. That's just some other miscellaneous stuff. This is for Macromedia Flash. Modem card. This is for the Microsoft Zone component, which installs all those Zone Deluxe games. And I wonder what this one is. This is the HP software framework. And these are all the games that we've had before. And then that's the system diagnostics tool. This is the HP tools. Looks like this looks like it installs a font pack, because I can see a bunch of fonts. This actually installs Movie 3. That's for the Protect Tools Security Manager. This is the audio card. I think these are some additional drivers. And I believe that says it does not work or is not compatible. These are just some Intel drivers, chipset drivers, and Micron. Let's let it run silently in the background. We have a modem card, and what is this one? Yeah, it says the setup didn't install right, but we'll go ahead and execute it. Alright, this is Norton Antivirus 2005, which I'm sure you've all seen many times before, so let's install it. This looks to be a network card, and looks like this same one was compatible for other versions of Windows, including 98, ME, and 2000. This looks to be Quicken Loans. I can tell by QLB. No, it's the quick launch buttons. What am I thinking? And then, let's see what Recno is. It's ENU. This is English UK. I don't know, these are just some README files in various languages. And this is for Sonic Record Now, which will not work. I'm assuming this will not function either. So we might as well cancel that. And looks like this installs a PDF reader. PDF complete. I accept the agreement. This PDF complete is now installed. REQ1, is this like prerequisites or something? I think it is. But we're almost at the end. And these are some additional requisites. And this setup file is system enhancements. So it looks like this installs some updates for XP. Let's see what this CAS detect is. And this one looks to be SARC Intelligent Updater. This installs updated virus definitions. SP2894. Looks like this might be. This looks like a internet driver. File analyzer. So let's install that. Let's install whatever this is. And then we have the same prerequisite software from before. Let's just run the batch file and install. But we're going to have to wait until this one's done. So we'll install that. And there it is on the desktop. Anyway, where were we? We were on. Oh. Yeah, it did not like that. It did not like that. I was just about to reset it. Alright, well, while that restarts, let's go to here. This looks like the quick launch as well. Oh, that one crashed too. Wow. It really doesn't like that. Alright, so let's insert disk 8. Such a shame because both were almost done. Oh, there we go. Now we can let them finish. Windows did not start successfully. Try booting again. Alright. Let's reopen the CD and continue looking. That looks like the rest of them are just drivers. So there's the systems recovered from a serious error. This is the update for Windows Media Player 10. And it looks like I think that's it. The rest of it on this machine is just drivers. So that's really everything the ZD8000 has to offer. So let's go ahead and turn that off. And I see the other one is finally done. The other Windows 7 machine is finally ready to go. I'll just call this one 5320. I'll just put the HP in front of it then. Alright, well, we will not be setting up a password. We'll just keep the time zone as it is. Here we go. This should be disk 8 in its entirety. Don't tell me it's going to require disk 10. Or 11, perhaps. That would be bad. Especially bad. Alright. Back over here to this machine. let's go ahead and run the brandit, which updates the branding. Well, great. Now we're going to have to wait for disk 9. So it looks like it only comes in 9 disks. That's interesting. Anyway, moving right along, this installs the tour video. But let's take a look at what else it installed otherwise. Oh, we already have the video. I see. So, Franklin Covey Plus. Alright. Now we can proceed with it. And it looks like on it, the trial has already expired. And we just click OK. Apparently nothing happens. It just closes the program. Now let's see what the tablet PC tour is. Oh, that crashed the system too. Well, that's interesting. And yes, let's install the prerequisite. Alright. Now, on the ProBook, let's go ahead and swap that out with the software disk. Alright, so we should see it explore. So first, let's see what it actually finds. This installs the face recognition driver for a webcam that does not exist. CompuTrace Protect. HP software setup has stopped working. Well, that's not good. That's not good, especially for a brand new installation of Windows. So we'll see what this one is. Cannot be installed until HP Protect 6. Whoa, it cannot be installed. But it looks like the rest of these are HP Protect tool components, which we cannot unfortunately install. This is Device Access Manager, which looks to work, but I don't think it'll get that far, but we'll find out. PTE SEM. Looks like a TPM icon. I'm guessing this might be for the TPM 1.2 technology. It says embedded security tools requires these things to be installed for proceeding. This is the face recognition tool we were just on. But yeah, otherwise, that looks to be it. Let's see what the Convy thing is. Nope, this will not work. This is a drive encryption tool, which will not work. This is an Intel driver. This one installs the privacy manager. then some programs. They're a file sanitizer. It's HP's version of File Shredder, which, like Bitdefender, includes. You can permanently delete files without any traces left on the hard drive. And this looks like it's another driver. This is the Roxio thing. Let's see what it actually installs. So it looks like this is my DVD. So nope, this will not work. And SB, looks like this might be for LightScribe or something. Yeah, that's the one that has the product key trial. But wait a minute, there's this shortcut that says digital magazines. I wonder what this is for. Let's see what it actually includes. So it looks like this is from the Xeno magazine. It looks like it includes some samples. And this is the HTML file it loads up when we load for the first time. It's basically a guide as to using the program. And then here is the sample. My goodness, Intel Pentium 4 for $1,000. Man, no wonder why Dell machines were so expensive back in the day. Even then, they're still expensive now, even on minimal specs. Just absolutely impressive how much technology has come a long way. Alright, so for the most part, the XP stuff is done. Alright, so let's install the Roxio tool. Oh, no, don't restart. Don't restart, we're not done yet. And this installs Norton 2011. This is a touchpad driver. It looks like the rest of these are drivers. What does this install? It's from an unknown publisher and does not work. No, that's for... Oh. Maybe it said that wasn't for the correct operating system. That was for Service Pack 2 of Vista. This one is for Windows 7. And it still doesn't work. So... And then what do we have here? HP... a support assistant. That's what this installs. And then this installs the background. What about the setup tool? Where does this redirect to? Does it feed back to that HP wallpaper program? I wonder what this def set is. Nope, it just redirects back. So this is Roxio My DVD Business Edition from 2010. And then the rest of these look to be video drivers, so video and network cards. So that looks to be it otherwise for this one. That was the default settings it tried to install. And we have a bunch of non-responsive apps. And I see it installed the LightScribe shortcut, which apparently is just an HTML file. This just basically explains LightScribe and other things you could do with a LightScribe system. So we'll just let the remaining piece of software finish installing. And now let's go over here, and I believe this will be exactly the same. So over to the 5320 now. First up we have the tour your PC, an opening support assistant, gives you a license agreement. Can we hit skip? No, I suppose we have to press that. There we go. So this is just like I believe this is a step-by-step guide of sorts. So yeah, I guess that's all there is to see. But then here we have the performance advisor, which unfortunately no longer works. The PDF complete, just like Adobe Reader. And that's all there is to see on the EliteBook. We're waiting for disk 9 to finish so we can complete the restore on this one. And while we continue waiting, this was the app install, which I believe crashed earlier. Yep, right as it executes, it crashes. We'll go ahead and we'll run that. This looks like the ArcSoft camera suite. Software setup won't even work. This is the webcam sharing manager, BIOS update camera driver, Hordloft. That looks like it installs CoreSoft DVD. The CoreLoft DVD player, CoreSoft, whatever that brand is. Coral Home Office. So it's like that might be a sort of a free alternative to Microsoft Office, I believe. And then this is their PDF program. So this just installs the free reader, and then this installs a trial of their Pro Edition, which does require a license. So for the purposes, we'll just install the Pro trial, and that's the default settings. There's some more drivers here. This is the quick buttons, which apparently is Vista and XP, which don't work on 7. And then we have the driver disk. This is for flash. And then the rest of these look to be for the security tool, similar to what we saw earlier. I haven't seen this low jack thing, which I'm not sure what this one installs, but let's see. This is for theft recovery. And this installs HP Assistant. That's the wallpaper, which we know will not work. Alright, now we can insert disk 9 on here, and hopefully the recovery will finally complete. Don't ask for disk 10, please. And this is for the NVIDIA video card. And this looks to be an installer for Skype. So it looks to be an older version of Skype. We've seen Skype before, so there isn't really anything too special to report there. And it looks like there's a standard Roxio, and then the Roxio B looks to be activation business files. Setup application by Sonic Solutions. And what else have we got? Nuance PDF reader. That's the one that had the Pro edition and the standard edition. And then we have, don't know what this one is, but I see there's McAfee, which looks to be a trial. And great, both my VMs are locked up again. The Roxio thing just has the comp thing, which redirects to the business edition. This looks to be Realtek drivers. This one is a setup package for what driver or program? The Realtek Ethernet controller. This is HP's Quick Sync tool. And of course, it asks for disk 10, which we do not have. Unfortunately. Well, great. That means we're going to have to find another machine that will do the job. And in fact, I do have another option. So unfortunately, we will not be able to get that working. So we're going to do a different machine instead. Now, one of my USBs is blank. I believe this is the one. And I do have something that will fill in for it instead. And where did the thing come up? Where did it come up with? Where do you want to plug it in? Did it come up on my other one? Yes, it did. Okay, there we go. Alright then. No, do not restart. But we know what the support assistant looks like. PTSGH. DP Auto Run. And this installs that privacy manager. So it looks like the rest of these are just prerequisite software and stuff for other things. So that's the installer for McAfee. This is Roxio Creator Business. Adds acceptable known good executables to the McAfee firewall. So, was that the first one that we just did? Maybe we have to run the McAfee installer first and then execute the firewall. Alright, now going back to the host, I have found out, as I said, that the SR 1410 cannot proceed because there are only 9 disks available, and that's really all we have. So, we're going to do something else. Let's instead try the HP Compact NC6320. This is the only recovery disc for it that was provided. So we're going to do this one instead. Alright, we'll let McAfee install its components. And I believe that's it. As this is the PDF tool from the other installation. And this looks to be, this says soft stylus. So it looks like it's a Motorola driver. Yeah, because it looks like this was one of those, because it looks like it was one of those touchscreen laptops from way back when. I guess, way back when. Yeah, that's a pretty cool boot screen. The giant HP logo and the Windows XP bar. That's how they should have done this with XP when they preloaded it on their machines. That's probably what they should have done. But it would be nice, but again, we'll have to see. But again, this is the only disc that was provided with this, so we'll see how this goes. But otherwise, that looks to be it for drivers and everything like that. And this is Professional PDF Converter version 6. You can see down here it's also installing some additional components. And it looks like the recovery cannot proceed until I find disk 2, which I don't even know where that is. I'm going to download the compressed CD version of this. Anyway, this one is done. And this one is done. No, do not restart. I do not think this is going to work, as I said already. And yeah, go ahead and install Theft Recovery. And this, I guess, is a DVD player. Sort of a more enhanced version of Windows Media Player. Powered by Grace Note. Interesting that we get to see that animation first thing. Alright. So, yeah, pretty much it'll just install McAfee. So, nothing too exciting to see. And looking at the all programs list, the tour your PC, I believe, is that same graphical thing from earlier. I guess not. It shows it gives an overview of the device, what it actually looks like. can't see the whole thing, but there's all the accessories that were offered with it. And it talks about each of them, like the 2.0 docking station, the external CD DVD drive. These are all the smart AC adapters. You can carry a replacement battery to extend the time of productivity. You can also upgrade your memory. So of course HP offered hardware upgrades, but only at limited levels. And there are the carrying cases that they also offer, along with a privacy filter, which you can install as an optional component. I'm pretty sure that is used in banks, as far as I know. And then mobile speakers, which is what those are. And then an essential port replicator. So essentially it'll give more USB room. And then you can look at it from each side. And then it just talks about different features of the device. So that's what that is. So this isn't a DVD player, it is a DVD creator rather. But from here I don't get the option to quit. Let's just go ahead and shut it down. Alright, finally got the rest of the CDs and the restore is done. I didn't even bother showing the restore process because it was literally the same thing as the last episode. So we're just waiting for the out-of-box experience to load. And look at that. We didn't even get a code purple or anything. But will we? So we can go ahead and set this up. Yep, US is of course our country and region. We're in the central time zone. And this is Tablet PC Edition 2004. Sure, even though it doesn't work out of the box. Skip the computer name. What's your admin password? No, I don't need an admin password, and I'm not registering for HP's 2004-5 registration card. Alright, here's what the desktop looks like. It looks just like when we saw that other one. Nothing too special. However, I see the Microsoft Interactive Training was preloaded. For Windows XP Professional. My God, that training window is really, really tall. If you are new to Windows XP, some manufacturers preloaded this with their machines, others decided not to, but of course it'd be based on the edition. In this case, this is Pro, so we of course would get the Pro edition, and of course we'll get each individual and separate things. I always seem to be intrigued by the automatic updates thing in the training tutorial. So here's the window that does all the work, and these are the playback controls.
Overview of automatic updates and Windows Update.
Automatic Updates is a Windows feature that enables you to automatically download and install software updates over the Internet. These updates include the latest critical software revisions, updated device drivers, and new product enhancements that are specific to the software and hardware on your computer.
So this is
These
XP Pro Service
revisions
Pack
help
2.
fix known
I
problems,
see a found you
such as
hardware
security
wizard.
or performance issues, and provide the latest versions of various Windows components. By default, Windows automatically downloads updates when you're connected to the Internet and the required bandwidth is available.
And we
You are
have
then
the
notified
recovery
when the
partition.
updates are ready to be installed.
We have
To
sound
view
vents.
and install the available
So there's the
updates,
Bluetooth
you
thing.
can click the icon in the notification area of the taskbar.
Let's
You can
remove the
then
recovery
select the
partition.
specific updates you want to install.
You can configure automatic updates by using the Automatic Updates tab of the System Properties dialog box. In addition to the default setting, automatic updates can be configured to notify you before downloading any updates and then notify you again when downloads are ready to be installed. If you prefer manual updating, you can also use this dialog box to turn off automatic updates entirely.
The Windows
And the
Update
info center is
website
just the
is the
same
online
GUI.
extension of Windows that helps you manually identify and select updates for your computer's operating system, software programs, and hardware. New content is added to the site regularly, so you're assured of getting the most recent updates to protect your
Deleting the recovery
computer and keep it
partition is a
running
critical
smoothly.
process which should not be interrupted.
Clicking Scan for Updates on the home page of the website will cause Windows Update to scan your system and give you a list of suggested
This may affect
components
your
based
ability.
on your current installation. Keep in mind that some updates might
Let's just
require
let the
that you
training go while it
restart your
deletes the recovery
computer.
partition.
Be sure to save
And
your work
then
and close any
that will
open
be the end of
programs
this.
before installing any updates.
Automatic updates and Windows Update make it easy to fix known problems and help keep your computer working at peak performance.
Overview of Compatibility Mode.
In the past, many Windows-based programs were designed to share common files. This helped computers with limited resources run multiple programs.
So, other than all of that, that's pretty much it. There's nothing else to report here. So, next time will be part 3 of our HP mini series, where we've got 6 more of these machines lined up. So until then, thanks for watching, and we will see you in the next episode.